Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading. So this is about staying in the light. So let's just say you're dealing with somebody. This could be any kind of a connection, by the way. It doesn't just have to be romantic, but it could be any kind of situation, where it's just really weighing heavily on your heart. You've had a challenge with somebody and you're really having a hard time staying in the light about the situation. So for whatever reason. So we are going to be just using 3 different decks here today. We're going to be using the Moon Child, the Star Child Tarot, plus the same artist who created these decks, or this deck, which is called Work Your Light Oracle cards. So they're all going to just be a little bit of a theme. You're going to see these beautiful energies here. And you're going to also see Chibs doing a nice stretch. So anyways, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards. So I'm going to be using the Moon Child Tarot for the person that you're dealing with, and I'm going to be using the Star Child Tarot for your energy, and I'm going to be using these oracle cards just as some advice from Spirit when it comes to whatever messages come through. So let's go ahead and get these messages going. I'm not going to be using reversals today. I don't know why. We're having a challenge with somebody, so I usually like to use reversals when we are, but I'm just not feeling it. And when I don't feel it, I don't do it. So we're just going to shuffle these real quick and put these like so. And then here we go with the Moonchild Tarot. And the thing is, you guys, there might be a card here or there that for some reason is reversed. And if that happens, then it's just meant to be, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that I've straightened all my decks. Maybe that one needed to be reversed if it was. I don't know. I got cards falling out. I do love these cards, but they're very difficult to handle. But I love them. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love them. I wouldn't have them any other way. All right. Let's go ahead and get some energies here. So let's go ahead and get an opening energy, just kind of like where this person's at in their energy towards you in this situation right now. Let's see what energy they're coming in with. We have the Emperor. Okay, so immediately, some of you, depends on who is watching the video, you could be dealing with a masculine energy. Now, masculine does not equate man. This could be that you're dealing with a female who is very masculine, very dominant by nature. It could be that they are in charge. They're a CEO in a company, something like that. It doesn't have to be a man, but for some of you, it could be a masculine. It could be a man. Now, the Emperor, of course, is the energy of somebody who is in charge, somebody who's sitting on their throne, somebody who might be kind of like in that hard, stern energy where rules and regulations really do matter and that they get certain things done. They're not so much in their heart space, they're more in their head space. And the reason why is because if you're a king, there's obviously lots of things and lots of decisions that you need to make, and sometimes being in your heart space might even be considered a weakness. So this person here is coming through as more of a harder energy. So it might be that they're very headstrong right now, and it might be very challenging for you. So this is your energy in this situation. Okay, hold on for just a second. I got to make sure that not all of these are the wrong way. Okay, you know what, you guys? I do have reversals in this deck, so it's just meant to be, I guess. I know I said I wasn't going to use them, but I thought everything was straightened out. We have Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles energy reversed. So this energy here, Queen of Pentacles, when she's reversed, she's not feeling fruitful. She's not feeling abundant. She's not feeling really good about herself and her position. So it could be that you feel when it comes to a situation that this person holds all the cards, that this person somehow you've given your power to them and you feel less than. You feel like they are the winner and that you're the loser for some reason. So immediately this energy is not matched up. There's definitely a disadvantage for you. Now, of course, this is just in our own mind. This is just in our own belief. It doesn't mean that this person really is in charge. It doesn't really mean that they're actually in that position to have hierarchy over you. No, but you might view it that way. And that energy and that thought might be disempowering you and making you feel worse and making you feel less than you really are. So are you next to this person? Are you devaluing yourself? Are you putting this person up on a pedestal while you're kind of just not taking care of yourself for some reason? You know what's going on, right? So let's go ahead and get some advice from Spirit from this deck here to kind of give us some advice to assess this situation. Oh yes, fill up your own well. Somebody's well is dry. And I really feel like it's you, the person watching this video, because you're the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So you seem to be coming into this reading already right off the bat as just kind of depleted, feeling shitty, feeling down in your energy. So what Spirit is saying is that you've got to fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So if you're trying to engage with them, if you're trying to make something happen or trying to work something out with them, and you're being met with a brick wall, or you're being met with somebody being cold and distant towards you, you need to retreat. You need to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. You need to give yourself a little bit of time to heal, because the energy that you might be coming at them with is no match, and you feel it, and they may also sense that. And when people sense that you are feeling insecure, depending on what kind of person it is, they might use certain things against you. So you got to be careful. You have to be careful who you are weak around, who you let know how you're really feeling. Because if your opponent sees you as weak, depending again on what kind of person you're dealing with, you might be at a disadvantage. So what Spirit is saying is that it's time for you to fill up your well. Now, you may not be even actively trying to communicate with this person or deal with them in any way, shape, or form. So what Spirit is saying is, instead of sitting around and being depleted and feeling crappy about this situation, it is time for you to start to fill up that well. Because it looks to me like the person that you're dealing with, maybe deep down inside, maybe there's something going on with them. But in the physical world, or the way that they at least appear, looks pretty good. They look like they're sitting freaking pretty, and you are not feeling that way. And so Spirit is telling you, instead of feeling this Queen of Pentacles reverse crap, it's time for you to fill up your well. It's time for you to retreat, rest, and frickin' refuel. And if you want to come towards this person later, if you want to confront them, if you want to try to work something out, you're going to be in better energy, but it's only after you retreat and you refuel. That's what we got. So if those messages didn't resonate with you, I am not tapped into your energy. We're going to go ahead and go into some more energies. It could be different energy. It could be some more of the same energy here. It just kind of depends on where Spirit wants to take us with this. So let's go ahead and get another message here. Let's go ahead and get a message on what is this big person's biggest challenge at this particular time when it comes to this situation with you. What is the biggest challenge or blockage for them? Or maybe even their weakness at this point when it comes to this. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of needing to make a decision. And it could be that somebody's not making a decision. It could be that you are allowing them to basically kind of take their time with making a decision. And that might be another reason why you're feeling at a disadvantage. You've given a lot of your power over somebody else. You've given them authority over your life. They're literally dictating to you when or if you guys are going to carry forward, or if and when you guys are going to do certain things. And that's never an energy that you want to be in, where somebody else is calling the shots while you're just kind of sitting back and taking freaking crumbs. Forget that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see your energy here. What's your biggest challenge, your biggest, I guess, weakness? Wow, King of Cups, you guys. Your own emotions, okay? Your own emotions. The King of Cups, when he's reversed, is a mess. And again, I'm not trying to say the person that's watching this video, which would be you, you're the Queen of Pentacles reversed, you're now the King of Cups reversed, you guys are a freaking mess. Maybe some of you feel that way, maybe some of you don't. So you're going to be pissed off that I'm even saying this. But the energy that's coming through is that your biggest weakness is your own emotions. Your own emotions are basically owning you. They're getting the best of you. The King of Cups in the reversed is insecure. He can even be manipulative when he is this insecure. So it could be that this person's indecision, or maybe they're even kind of keeping you at bay, and they're got somebody else going on and they're choosing between you and another person, or they're not choosing between you and another person. They got you and somebody else. Whatever the deal is, whatever resonates with you. Your own lack of control in the situation, your own lack of feeling stable in your emotions is really, really doing you a disservice right now. And we can blame this other person all day long and say, if only they would do this and if only they would do that, then I would be happy. And that right there is the worst mindset that you can possibly have, because again, we are putting this person in this Emperor's King's energy. And so again, we're losing ourselves. We are losing ground. We're feeling weak while they seem to be holding all the cards. And so if you guys are not getting a lot of traction in a situation, or if you're feeling like you're not getting your needs met, what Spirit is saying here is that it's time for you to take responsibility for your actions or your inactions. So if you're waiting for somebody, that's right there. That's the decision that you've decided to make. So if you're not happy, you have the power to pull yourself out of that. You don't have to be involved. You do not have to subject yourself to this person's behavior if in fact they're challenging you in this way. Now, again, if it's not a love connection, this could just, let's just say it's a boss, or maybe it's a family member, or even a friend that seems to just be in that energy of just kind of cold and hard and distant, kind of telling you how it's going to be. But then you're kind of like, well, wait a second. What about me? What about what I want? What about my feelings? And it just kind of seems like they're always the one that's calling the shots, and you're always feeling kind of down and beneath them. Again, we're subjecting ourselves to this experience. We do not have to put up with this shit. We don't have to be in that energy unless we are choosing to be in that energy. So let's get another message here from Spirit on this. We have the initiation. It's a rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. So again, do you see the darkness, but do you see the light? See that? We can choose to stay in this darkness. We can choose to stay attached to a situation, perhaps that is making us feel sad, upset, low vibrational. Maybe some of this is just energy that you still have towards a person. Maybe you don't even talk to this person anymore, but maybe there's some unresolved energy that you have tied up with them. It's time to let that go. It's time to get out of this darkness, because this darkness is actually keeping you very stuck. Queen of Pentacles and now King of Cups. It could even just be that it's starting to have not only an emotional effect on you, but now it's starting to interfere with your physical body or your health, or maybe even your life, your career. Maybe you're not even able to get out of bed, or you're not able to get certain things done, or you're just gaining weight, or whatever the deal might be. And you're in this energy kind of like, if, you know, it's all this person's fault, or if they would just change, or, you know, the energy that you're have tied up with them is really affecting you more than it's affecting them. That's just what I'm getting from this reading, you guys. So we might feel like when we're in that energy of hate and we're just like sending daggers and we're sending thoughts and energy and all those things, that somehow it's hurting the other person. And actually what it's doing is it's only hurting ourselves. It's only hurting ourselves. So Spirit's telling you, if you're in this behavior, if you're in this energy, take that rite of passage and get the hell out of Dodge, because that stormy energy is not energy that you want to be in. It's time to go towards the light. Do you see? So we started this reading with you're feeling in the dark. How, you want to get more into the light and more in touch in the situation. So your own emotions and how it's materializing for you in the material world now. It's materializing more negativity. It's materializing more darkness for you. And it's because your vibration might be in some darker energy. And if that's not resonating with you, these messages are not for you. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and continue. So let's go ahead and see how this other person views you currently, okay? How do they view you currently? How do they see you? We have the King of Pentacles. Well, you know what? That looks really good to me. And I think that all of these cards, and so it's a little bit of a disadvantage, I think. But you know what? Whatever. It is what it is, you know? Things happen. I do things, and however it's meant to be is just the way it's meant to be. I was going to say, we've got some reverse cards for you, but we don't have any reverse cards for them. But just to let you guys know, not every single card that comes up reverse is actually a negative. There are some really negative cards upright that when they do come up reverse are actually pretty good. So it is what it is. But this person sees you as the King of Pentacles. This person knows that you're not, okay. They might make you feel that you are less than, or maybe they have treated you or have acted a certain way towards you to make you feel like shit. But what I'm getting is that at the end of the day, they know that's not true, because they actually see you as the King of Pentacles. It might be that you're dealing with somebody that knows that you're strong, that knows that you have talent, that knows that you are a king or a queen, whatever. Okay, both like a power position. But again, the way that you see yourself has a lot to do possibly with either how they treat you, or it has a lot to do with how they, and okay, when I just said that, it has a lot to do with how they treat you. And that's true, because if we don't believe that we deserve any more, sometimes people will just energetically respond to us the way that we're putting the energy out. So if you're constantly putting energy out that you don't really expect anything in return, people are like, okay, cool, then I won't give you anything in return. So sometimes we do have to take responsibility for how people are treating us. But I definitely don't want to say it's our fault all the time with how people are treating us. Sometimes you're just dealing with a narcissistic asshole that's treating you like shit because they're a bully and they don't care. I'm not necessarily getting that in this reading, even if you guys feel like you're dealing with a narcissist. Maybe some of you are, maybe some of you aren't, but I hate to even use that label. But the thing is, this person at the end of the day, I don't care who they are or what they are. They see your value. They know you're bitching. So if they've ever made you feel less than, that's because they're insecure or threatened by you. So I just want to put that out there, because if they didn't see you as value or, valuable or worth anything, they would not be looking at you as the King of freaking Pentacles. King of Pentacles is pretty damn good. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how you are seeing them or feeling, or just seeing them at this time. 8 of Cups. You see them as they've walked away from you. They've abandoned you. They've walked away from you. They've distanced themselves from you. You might be trying to figure out why they left, why they abandoned you, why they walked away. Were you not good enough? Were you not what they wanted? So again, that might be one of the reasons why you're in this darker energy where you're just feeling kind of crappy, kind of like, well, if I was this King of Pentacles, then why the hell would they leave me? If I was this bitchin', then why would they leave me? I just keep getting that you're your own worst enemy at this point. The way that you're processing the situation, the way that you're looking at the situation is actually worse than it really is, Sometimes people do things for other reasons that we just don't understand. And sometimes we're not meant to understand those things, or sometimes these things are revealed later. So let's go ahead and get some advice. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Damn, right? So this is the deal. This person has triggered you beyond belief, but I'm also getting that there's something within you that triggered them. So again, if they are treating you a certain way that's in a negative, it's because you've triggered them. If they've walked away from you or, have done something, it might be because you triggered them. You might have crossed a boundary. You might have caused them to have to look deeply at themselves and they don't want to. Maybe they don't want to take responsibility. Maybe they don't feel like they were in the wrong. So they're just like, fuck you, I'm out of here. There's all kinds of reasons why people just suddenly walk away from people. But at the end of the day, what Spirit is telling you is to realize that there's a trigger here. And when you're dealing with triggers, pay attention. There's something going on here. There's something deeper. There's a deeper there's like a deeper lesson to be derived from this situation. So there's wisdom here. You just got to look for it. Okay. It's not black and white. There's a gray area and you're just not quite seeing it just yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how this person feels for you truly deep down within their heart space. We have the Sun. So this is just a confirmation, just like they see you as the King of Pentacles. Not all has always been negative. This person either didn't always feel this way about you that they feel about you now. This person can see your positive traits. They can feel positive in your presence. They might reflect on a time when you guys were happy, but the Sun is really beautiful energy. So this just means that deep down in this person's core, whether they're in your life, they're not in your life, whoever they are, deep down, you guys have definitely had some good times, and they can certainly reflect on that. They can certainly feel that energy in their heart space when they see you or think about you. What about you towards this person? We have the Page of Swords, but in reverse. So how you feel about this person, you got a lot of anger towards this person. You feel hurt by them. You feel triggered by them. This person that you're dealing with definitely has less hangups and less issues when it comes to what's happened between the two of you. Now, I'm not saying they have less issues than you or that they're not damaged in some way. What I'm saying, though, is that they're not quite as in their emotions. They're not quite as affected by what's happened between the two of you. And that might be hard for some of you to hear. Kind of like when we're really hurt over somebody, we want to know, we want to basically feel that this person is suffering, that this person is really feeling what they did to us, right? And I'm not saying that they don't feel anything, but I see that you are really torturing yourself over this situation, and they're not quite torturing themselves the same way. So sometimes that information is enough for people to go, why am I going to cry over somebody that's not crying over me, right? So this person's words or lack thereof could really still be weighing heavy on your heart. Things that they said, things that they didn't say, whatever. Now, Page of Swords can sometimes indicate, especially when it's in the reverse position, it can sometimes indicate immaturity. It can sometimes indicate wanting to lash out, not thinking before speaking, saying harsh, cutting words, lashing out. That's just what I keep getting. You could even be spying on this person, looking at social media, checking them out, just trying to figure out all kinds of energy as in what they're doing, how they're doing, all this other stuff. That's not going to apply to everybody. But there's definitely a lower vibrational energy that you have attached to the way that you feel about this person. So again, this needs to be cleared. You are being triggered by this whole situation. You're being forced to basically see something within yourself through this person. You are learning something here. So even if they have walked away from you, even if they have acted cold towards you, even if they have seriously put you into a state of like anxiety and depression or just even homicidal thoughts, this is happening to you for a reason, in order for you to clear something within yourself to get to a better part with to get to a better place with yourself. It's also forcing you to get to the light. Some of you may not feel hopeful that you will ever be able to forgive them or that you will ever be able to drop this burden that you feel with them. But what I'm getting here is that you have to get here. You have to. You have to, because this is an initiation. This is a part of your test. It's a part of your journey. It's a part of your ascension process. If you can't do that with this person, you are missing out on all of the other experiences that are ahead of you in life. Let's go ahead and get another energy here for some advice. We have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So again, you may have been persecuted. This person may have said some things to you. They may have expressed something to you that just made you feel smaller than shit, okay? But again, sometimes people say things out of their own stuff. Sometimes they say things or they think things or they're projecting onto us because of their own ugliness. So we got to remember at the end of the day that we may have triggered them. We may have brought something up in them in order to see something about themselves that they need to heal. But they may not be doing that. They may not be on the same page as you, as in they're not as evolved as you. They're not seeing things the same way. And so they're looking at you as a problem. And so they're trying to walk away from you. But really, you're just kind of like, wait a second, you're trying to walk away from me. Can you even see yourself? Can you even see yourself for a second to see that you're also a part of the problem? So sometimes people are not in alignment to work on things at the same time. So Spirit's saying, rather than wallow in this energy, rather than staying in this energy of blaming them or staying in the darkness, you're only doing yourself a disservice. It's not affecting them. You might feel like if you stay in the dark and you stay in this heavy place that it's somehow going to punish them. And I'm seeing you're only punishing yourself. So they may not be aware. They may not be aware that they really did anything or that they really did anything wrong. They might see you more as a problem or a thorn in their side that they want to get away from. And so when people are in that energy, there's really not a lot that you can do to change their mind on how they view you until you raise your vibration, until you disconnect, until you move on with your freaking life. And when you do that, it's all of a sudden like, wait a second, where's this person? Where are they? I'm not feeling this energy from them anymore. Wow, they're doing great. They're doing good. And suddenly they want something to do with you again. And for some of you, you might tell them to fuck off when they want something to do with you again. And others, it may be that you're more in alignment, or they might learn something from you and see you in a different light. You guys may ascend together at that time. But what I'm trying to say is that not every single person that we're having an issue with can be resolved at the same time and space. Sometimes these things take place separately. Sometimes they take place in different lifetimes. And sometimes we get the blessing of being able to work on this together, but not everybody gets that luxury, you guys. So the last thing that you want to do is wait for somebody to bring you resolution. It's time for you to start this initiation process on your own, your healing path on your own. You may want it with this person. You may wish to walk side by side with them, but it might just not be in the cards right now for you to do that. So instead of staying in this freaking cave, it's time for you to move forward. That's what I'm getting here. All right, so let's go ahead and end this reading at 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into one final message. Last message. So let's go ahead and get some energies of possible future. What is the possible future energies of the person you're watching this video going to be towards you and this situation? Oh, wow. Look at that, you guys. You know, this isn't to give you guys false hope, but what I am really getting is that once you start applying just healing and stepping more into the light rather than staying stuck in darkness or blame or whatever, it's like this person may feel that maybe they misjudged you. Maybe they're going to feel lighter towards you because you're letting them go. And so their energy towards you in the future is they are facing you. They are attracted to you. They're no longer repelled by your energy. They're no longer feeling negative towards you if they are feeling that way now. They want to work it out. They want to be in your life, perhaps. They want to have a conversation. Do you see how things just shifted in this reading? That's amazing. And what's your energies towards this person in the future? Beautiful. I love it. This is the prime example of a negative card that when it's in the reverse position is positive. You've let it go. You let it go. And once you let go and you let the chips fall where they're supposed to, and you just stop trying to control what's supposed to happen in this situation, it's as if by magic that this person comes back into your life and wants to work things out. They want to be a part of your life again. Last message. Let's make it good. So just dance. Do something to shift your vibration. Damn. I mean, this could not be a more perfect card at the very end. Do whatever you need to do. Just switch that vibration up and do it immediately, because this is on the horizon for you. Working things through. People responding to you in a positive way. Reconciling indifferences. You see, there's all kinds of good things that come from letting go and stepping out of the dark and going into the light. So learn to dance. Learn to dance and raise that vibration, whatever you got to do, because when you do that, people are responding to you in a positive way. Beautiful. I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.